Walsh Weekly it was called. And I have 3 questions here, just 3 random questions. The first one is, has technology changed our lives for the better?
Technology can change your life for the better if you use it right. Like here we are on a laptop with our microphones plugged in and my laptop is charging. I've got my phone beside me, and I just think, especially during lockdown, technology has saved us because it's what I do all my work on now, and as well it's the connection we've all had to family and friends that we've lost during the pandemic. So I think it has. Obviously there are times that people use it for worse, but I think if you use it for best and only use it for good things, that's what you'll get from it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's good. There is a lot of things out there, obviously, that it's used not well for, and others. We'll probably get onto that in a minute, but I'll go on to the next question because it'll probably actually bring that up. But do you feel safe as a woman in society?
This is obviously something I think that's really come to the fore in the past couple of weeks and months. And, you know, we've heard a lot of stories, and it's like, you know, being a woman, you can't walk home at night and you have to be careful and you always have to be safe. I've always had my guard about me. I remember my granny, Mother Olga, my dad's mother, she always said to me, always growing up, she's like, always be careful of people and be careful of strangers. And, you know, I'd go up to the horse every year with my dad, and my family used to hate it because like they're like, your dad is, you know, watching show jumping all day long or is emceeing in the main arena, so where are you? And I was like, try and run around the place. And it was like, don't talk to strangers, you know, always very much so have your guard on. So I think I always grew up very much so streetwise, and I would think that I look after myself and would never get myself into scenarios or situations. But, you know, there are people out there, and I have friends as well, that can be a little bit naive and maybe would put themselves in situations that aren't very safe. And unfortunately, there are so many great people around, but there are, as I said, unfortunately, a few bad people that do want to go out and cause pain or cause hurt. So unfortunately as well, you can be in the wrong place at the wrong time. So as a woman, it's definitely challenging, especially as well with social media. You could, like, I get some trolling, like thankfully not as much, but I do get a small bit of trolling. Sometimes from men, mainly from men actually, not as much from women. And also obviously, recently I suppose my photos getting taken and a fake Instagram being set up. But yeah, I think you just have to have your wits about you. But that situation, I have to think, I know that there's no explicit photos of me around because I don't have any out there. So I think I know deep down that if there is photos circulating me, they're not real and they're fake. But obviously that can be very damaging to people as well.
Yeah, because like I remember last week it like popped up on my phone. I was literally just after having a conversation with you, and it just popped up. I was like, it's like, what's this like? And I thought it was just some mistake or something. And I clicked into it, and I remember just texting you. I was like, oh shit, you know, like this is someone's after creating a weird account like that. Like, what was last week kind of like for you after that? Was it like a real shock, or was it something you kind of expected, or?
Yeah, it was. So I had actually, I sound like I exercise loads, but I was doing a workout, so my phone I wasn't looking at my phone. And then next I clicked onto Instagram and I had like 10 DMs, and I was like, what's this? I thought, did I put up something on my story I shouldn't have? And I was like, no, but I have nothing that I shouldn't put up. And then I was like, did I put up a private message maybe accidentally that I shouldn't have put up? And then I was like, oh, and then I saw the first message and it was like, oh, someone was setting up this account. And then suddenly it was message. So, and then my WhatsApp started going off. My friends are sending me screenshots. So I was like, oh, wow. So I was like, look, everyone please report. Now, to be fair, everyone reported the account and within 10 minutes it was gone. So I was kind of laughing initially going, what's this about? Like, what are they doing taking my photos? And then trying to send people to this explicit adult only content website and one of those subscription places. And I was like, what are they using me for? I was like, sure, all my photos, I'm nothing explicit on my Instagram at all. But I then later found out that it actually is quite sinister, that what they do is they take your face and they like superimpose you onto naked bodies, or they maybe put up photos naked from the neck down, so people subscribing might think it's me. And I was like, oh, hold on a second, that is actually very seedy and that is wrong. And then from that, I ended up going on the Tonight Show on Virgin Media talking about it, and then I ended up getting sent articles, and then it suddenly I obviously started to read more and see more, and then suddenly I realized this is huge, that's happening every single day. And now I'm actually involved with a group on social media who are going to the Oireachtas to get a bill passed about this sort of thing happening, because, you know, I guess it's exploitation, it's defamation, it's, you know, it's actually damaging to quite a lot of people. A lot of girls would be very massively damaged emotionally by this and mentally, and I think it's not fair to do that to people, and it's completely wrong. And whether it's someone sitting at home alone or whether it's this group that are obviously trying to make money, you know, using people's names and faces to share explicit content, because those photos then could be out there forever. And you know, you don't know where they're going. So it's just, things have to change in the social media world. Like, the government have to get involved and step in and start protecting people, because we mentioned there, technology should be a great thing. It should be a place where you can share your photos and your memories and look back in years to come at your Instagram and different things you did and holidays and everything. But like, if it stays going the way it's going, more and more people are going to start deleting their social media accounts, because why would you want to be exposed to this?
That's it. And like, God forbid, I'm not hoping that this happens or anything, but say in 10 years' time you got that presenter role you were looking for, and some idiot decides to share one of those photos, and everyone like is saying, "Oh my God, look, Meghann Scully, she's presenting this show, but she's after taking all them photos, even though it wasn't at all."
Exactly.
So
You just don't know, and as you said there, I don't know when they could pop up again.
yeah, that's it. It's just it's too easy access. Like you can see with racism and like soccer players and stuff, they're getting it. There's no accountability for it, so it's something that needs to change.
Absolutely.